I came up with some of my most creative ideas at 70 miles an hour. A lot of people think that most of my creative ideas come when I'm in the studio, but that's not really the case for me. Let me explain. So at my peak, I was doing about 20 to 25 shows a year and living in Oregon and doing shows across the country like January, February, Florida. March was in Arizona. April was Texas. May was the Midwest. Well, actually, the Midwest was one of the great places for my artwork. They like me there a lot. I would stay there most of the summer, but drive back and forth occasionally back to Oregon because I needed to work in my studio some. So I would go to a show and I would be at this show and you're like absorbing all the colors and the textures and the conversation with other artists and the conversations with your customers and all of the sights and sounds, and it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And Monday morning, we'd get back in the truck to go either to the next show or home, or maybe we even just go camping for a week until the next show. But we would start driving and all of that stuff would just like be simmering in my head. It's like making a soup. You know, you throw in all of your ingredients, you're going to throw in all your veggies and all that stuff, but you have to let it simmer before you can actually eat it. It's kind of the same way. So here I am at the show, like getting all this great information that's going into your head. And what I would do, I still do, I don't go anywhere without these. I have a friend that makes all these books. They're great. I love these books. I don't go anywhere without one of these books. I have a lot more. This is just a handful that I brought in from my studio, but these books are great because I would write down a lot of my ideas. So we'd be driving along and all of a sudden I would get all these ideas and they're ready to go. Look, this book, 1999. I've had this a long time. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. And there's all things like some booth ideas. And there's, I don't know what kind of bowls I was making. There's some jewelry ideas. This is where my bottle cap jewelry started coming in, right here. That's cool. And, oh my gosh, there's just all kinds of ideas in here. Oh, the surfboard ring, that was super fun. Anyway, display notes. Oh, problems with solutions. That's always a good thing, right? Because when you're on the road, your just mind is ready to go and just writing all these things down. Let's look at this one. This one is, do I have a date in here? 2001. It's been around a while. Oh, look, it's the Viewmaster stuff. I was going to make some jewelry with some Viewmaster things. It was pretty cool. And just like all these different ideas about stuff. Oh, the story boxes. I never made those, but you know what? I might someday. You never know. But it's just all these great ideas that just come to you while you're driving. And because you've just allowed them to simmer in there. Simmer in your head. And then they just come out. Wow, there's some good stuff in here. Oh, look, it's the eraser guy, or it's got a removable chalk hat, a chalkboard, topper with silver legs with eraser feet. I never made this, but you never know. I might someday. You just never know. I wonder when I came up with that. The next page over here says 2003, so it's been a while. But anyways, I carry these books with me everywhere I go because you never know when all of your simmering is going to just come out. I didn't really understand what this was in the creative process, but what it is in the creative process is it's the absorbing and the allowing stage. So your brain just needs some quiet time to just kind of process everything that you gathered. All that input from the shows and all of the conversations, the driving time just gave my subconscious some time to connect the dots and to put things together. In the studio, it happens sometimes in the studio, but I'm sometimes working, and so it's not as quite as easy. But what I can do is when I'm in the studio is like, oh, I'm feeling kind of creative. I might want to try something. I grab a book and start flipping through it, which I haven't flipped through. Okay, I haven't flipped through this one in a really long time. That was very exciting to see some of the stuff in there. So anywhere that your subconscious can just rest and your deeper mind can work is what I call the absorbing and the allowing stage. So I don't do shows like I used to do. I only do like 5 shows a year probably now. I've had my time of driving around this country. But this is why I build the community, to recreate these conditions, exposure to other artists, other artwork, real conversations, just a space to have all that come in and just allow it to settle and just connect. If you want to understand the creative process better and create the conditions for breakthroughs, the link is down below to my community. You may also like this video about the creative process. And also, let me know where you just allow your mind to relax. Allow your mind to just settle in, and after you've taken in all of that good stuff.